Good afternoon, and welcome to this episode of Techy Tuesday. Today, we're going to be discovering another app that is great to get our students interactive. Our students all think they're going to be YouTube stars one day or TikTokers, and that's what they see their career as. So, we're going to give them the opportunity and meet them where they are. So, we want our students to be able to live out their dreams, but also utilize their resources for good. So, one app that does that is called Flip, formerly Flipgrid. So if you search Flipgrid or Flip, it'll come up, and this is the app here. Now, what Flip allows us to do is post an assignment. You can even set your rubric or what you expect, and you can set the time frame as well, anywhere from 30 seconds up to 3 minutes, I believe, 3 to 5 minutes, and they can record a video for you and submit that as their assignment. So for some of our students who may struggle with writing, but they know things, they're able to express that. This gives them the opportunity to do that. It also differentiates our learning. So what I'm going to show you a little bit, you can sign up here. And what I always use is use my Google account. This is a Microsoft product, so if you have your 365, you can also sign in that way. Mine's going to automatically log me in because I'm signed in with Google. But you can simply, on the main page for Flip, let me go to Flip, and it still comes up as Flipgrid. When I go here and search it, it's the first link that comes up. It's probably going to log me in again. So you can sign up or log in. When you log in, it gives you the option to however you want to sign in, and mine's probably going to come up and automatically sign me in again. But some things you can do is create your individual classes. So I have worked with some 9th and 10th grade classes at Carver, and I've also done some PD on this. So I set up a group for each of those. The group is kind of like your class. So I can create a group or I can join a group. By creating the group, I could say what type of group it is. So this is going to be a classroom, and this is going to be for high school. And next, I can name my group. So if this is my third period English, and English should, if I'd spell right, English would always be capitalized too. Doing this and recording at the same time is tough. And then it's got a theme here. I can edit my theme, choose different things, whatever I wanted. I can hit continue. Now, what you could set it up is anyone with a link can join your class. So if you send out the link in Schoology, anybody in your Schoology class can join, or you can do it where only people you approve can, or you can even set it up, type an email domain, and anybody in this domain. So like our students would be at stu.mps-al.org. Hit enter. That allows anybody in that domain, and then I can do this anyone with a link, and then that domain's added as well. So I can create the group. Now once my group's created, it says I can share the group. So I can copy this link, go over, post it in my Schoology. I can post it on however I communicate with my students. I can post that link there for them to join. Now it defaults to already set up some assignments for them. So these are some topics that they can go ahead and submit. This kind of gets them as a warm-up. This is active. You can also turn off make it inactive. But when you have these topics, you can go in and edit the topic. You can give it an introduction. You could say introduce yourself. How do you pronounce your name? Any kind of thing like that. And then you can set your recording time anywhere. It actually allows 15 seconds all the way up to 10 minutes now. So that's something new that they allow, so they can do that. And then you save the changes. You can even add attachments to that if you noticed. If you wanted to go see what it looks like for a student, you can always click Member View. And see what it looks like. Now you can even record a video yourself to give them instructions so they feel more comfortable doing that. It also has immersive readers, so it'll read out to those students who struggle with reading. So there are a lot of features here that you can do. So you can do that, and then I can go back. So I can go back by simply clicking third period English in the breadcrumbs to go back to my class and see what it looks like. So I can add a video to start the conversation. Now I see there's only one member here, so if I wanted to check my members list, it says I'm the lead. You can even add co-lead teachers here as well. But I'm going to go back over into my class where I was before I went to member view. And I'm going to go back to third period English. And you see how it looks a little different for this. This is the teacher view and this is the student view. So it's a little bit different how it looks for both. So you can also edit this to have a due date. So you can duplicate this, move the topic, record a response, all those different kind of things that you need to do. You can change that up here. And you can edit the topic. You can even, and this is what I showed before, where you can change the recording time and you can add pictures here. But there's also something in the settings, so you may want to have an end date. So if this is the last day for the assignment, you can set that here. So I want them to have 3 days to do this. And then these are some other things you may want to look at in the settings when you're editing a topic, is if you want to turn on moderation. I would recommend this just so so you don't get anybody upset with each other. This way you can kind of read what other people's responses are and they stay hidden until you approve them. You can also turn off all comments where they can't comment on each other or they have to leave video comments. This also creates some discussion level in your class, which may be good, but I would always moderate them first. You can change your responses to add, they can attach links to like a project or something that they may have. They can allow the download and share. This is great. They have a PowerPoint. They could record themselves presenting here and submit it. You can allow likes on the videos. They can see how many people have viewed it. The camera, we can turn on the lenses, whether you want it. If they want to allow sticky notes, any kind of thing you want to allow, you can allow that here, or you could remove it. And then if I wanted a password for guests to come in, I could do that as well. And then I can hit save changes. If I want to make these changes my default, I can check it here, hit save changes, and now that assignment is updated. So what the student would do to record, I'll go over to the student view of this. They simply click the assignment and hit add response. When they hit add response, it will come up for them to record. And they can choose all the options that they have. I can allow it. They'll have to allow the microphone. But then they can record themselves. They can even put a backdrop in. So there's a ton of backdrops that they can add to their image. And mine may not let me do this right now because I've got the camera using for something else as I'm recording. But then you see they have stickers, text, any kind of thing they want to add here, they can do that as long as it fits in within the time frame that you want. So here's like a background I can choose. I can put a frame around it. If I want, I can choose the frame. I can choose to mark up and draw on my picture. And they're allowed to do this while they're editing as well. So they can write things here. They can do this, and this is all things that they can do that are innovative, exciting, engaging, but also shows what they know by the content that they put into their video. So I hope that you get a little bit out of Flipgrid. And I'm going to go ahead and close this out and go back to the teacher page and see that this can work for you, because I've used this in other classes. English classes, you can use this across the board. K on up, they all have the ability to talk and speak and express their opinions. I've used it in high school as well. Like I said, in an English class that I went and did, they were supposed to do a podcast, but we turned it into a newscast, and they interviewed each other. So you can do this in group works. You can do it to differentiate and give them that option. So I hope you enjoy using the Flip app, and maybe this is something you can use in your class. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to the Education Technology Department, and we'll be happy to come out and help you with these products. Thank you.